Hey, thought I would show you guys something. I'm actually playing in the Brackeys Game Jam. Anyways, I was gonna originally do 3D, and then I ended up going through 2D, but then I wanted to use my 3D models. And how do you deal with 3D models in 2D world? It's just messed up. So I thought I'd show you how I'm doing it. So I am gonna show you real quick, and I'm using not an asset, but a application called Asesprite. You can pick it up on Steam or asesprite.com. If you do anything to do with pixel art or anything to do with pixels, it's this thing here, and it's unreal. I love this program so much. It's literally one of my favorite things I've ever got. I think it's like $15 or something. So anyways, I'll show you what I'm doing. Here I have a Ninja. It's probably a crappy thing because I picked someone that's so dark and whatever. Not that worried about it. So he would need some sort of animator of some type. Whatever. Doesn't matter what it's called. Turn that off. And I'm going to go into the animator and say I want to make... what do I have here for an animation that might look kind of cool? Let's go to an assassin because he's a ninja. That only makes sense to me. And let's do skill. That's a crappy skill. All right, that'll work. Right, so this skill, and a lot of the things I do is I actually put it typically in empty or something up here. Just to deal with any kind of lag that might happen at the very start that might screw this up or something. But anyways, on all my transitions, I make sure to put the transition to like 0. You know, so it's... And I think with this particular animations, I need to bake these in or else they're all kind of loopy. Alright, so that should work. Yeah, okay. So I have just a white field. Where's my camera? There's my camera. So I put my camera up. I have my camera in orthographic. It doesn't need to be orthographic. You can make it perspective if you want. It don't matter to me. But anyways, there's a white plane back there. And I have this ninja. I didn't give him a sword. I mean, you can do all that. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can add particles. You can do whatever you want. It really doesn't matter because we're just going to take pictures of it. So I just have a small delay of like point. I'm going to bring that down actually. And that's just to help with any lag at the start when it first starts. And then I have, let's rename this to Ninja. And auto number. So I'm going to take screenshot. I come over here and wait, and the lower you take this, the more frames you're going to have. All right. If you go next frame, you get like a ridiculous amount of them. But let's bring it down a little bit so we can see it. Hopefully it's not too much. No, that might be too much. That is I think it's a bit of a longer animation. Maybe we'll just stick with this. You can also adjust animation speed. But anyways, all I literally do is I hit play and just literally watch it. But I'm gonna alter its like I'm using a render pipeline, and you can do that. I can add some lighting if I really wanted to, like, you know, set it up so it looks the way you kind of want to see it. Right, like if you want. I don't know how, kind of do whatever. So you can do some lighting. The other thing you could do is on the Ninja, on his renderer. Right now I'm in the universal render pipeline, which makes things, of course, everything else more difficult. But if I go unlit, there's no lighting. One of the things I've been using, just because I think it looks really cool, is I'm using RealTune, which gives me a cartoony look, and I can go into it and say self-lit, bring up the intensity, and adjust it wherever I want. I can adjust shadows and all sorts of different little fun stuff. But anyway, so we have our ninja here. And now if I hit play, off it goes. He charges up and he goes and he swings, and I just hit unplay. That's it. Now if I go to my folders and it's going to my pictures, I have all of these. So once, for example, actually I don't even need to do that. So now if I go into Asesprite and I say import sprite sheet, select file, and I go up to the pictures. Here's all those pictures, and as long as they're numbered, Asesprite picks up that they're in order, and it does a lot of this automatically. So I'm just going to select it all and hit OK. It says, okay, assign color, it says, oh, you want to load the following files. Okay, yes, it's an animation. Right, so okay, I hit cancel. I don't think it picked up on the first one because it didn't have a number on it. If I would have put the number 0 on it, it would have picked it up. But whatever, I could, right? But now I hit play and there's my animation. Right, so I'd probably cut it off. Probably don't need those. Now, one thing I've really learned is when you want it back in Unity and you want to see it good, first thing is I right click here, layer to background, take it off of the background, Shift R, I'm going to replace the color. I want the white to go to, I'm going to use this RGB and go alpha. There we go, now it's transparent. And the other thing I want is canvas size. I'm going to go to a 1024 just because it's a simple thing. Hit OK. Now we have a perfect little thing. I can say export sprite sheet, hit export. It makes us a sprite sheet. I hit export, we'll just call this Ninja. All right, so now I bring that down. There's my Ninja I just made. And if I now bring that over here, and just drag it in here, I can now go, it is UI, it is multiple, we want point, and lots of times I try to go up as well. You don't have to. I just like it because it makes the quality look a little nicer. Sprite editor, and I tend to like, because I make sure it's that 1024 by 1024. Now I just go cell size. So there's going to be numerous ways to do this, but I just find this super easy. I go slice, apply, and there we go. So now if I create 2D object, I'm going to just create a square. Let's go over to this square here, and I'm going to grab my first sprite and stick them in there. Oh, I should probably go to a 2D realm. So there's that guy, and if now I create an animator controller for my sprite here, right? Where's my square? So he needs an animator. And stick in Ninja Sprite. Go to animation, and we'll say, attack. And it creates that, of course, that file. I have this blank thing, and I can just literally grab everything, drag it in, drop it off. Now it's super fast, right? And I can literally just drag this out as long as they're all highlighted. Just like that. There we go. But there it is. Now it's an animation. If I go to my animator, that's Oh, I gotta click on my square. Right, there's my attack animation that I just made. It's that thing right there. That is now Ninja Player. But he is a sprite. He is a 2D sprite. As you see there. Can't see him if I look at him from the side. A 2D sprite playing a 3D animation, 3D model, 2D world. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. And if you want as an added bonus, sure, I'll save that. I just put the background here just so I wasn't looking at a black screen anymore. I was tired of looking at a black screen. This is what I did here, right? I made actually I'm working on my combat hitting system, but I can switch weapons. I'm working on all that fun stuff. As you see, and this is, like I said, I'm just working on my collision hitting. So, kind of where I'm at so far with it. I'm doing piles of work with it. But anyways, that's how I've been turning my 3D models into a 2D world. And I created my own little controller for it, all Playmaker. The other cool thing is when you're in Asesprite, like this type of stuff here, it's super easy. Like if I go here and we see this guy, for example, let's bring this down. I'll just very quickly, let's go to a simple ink. I'll even just bring this up, right? So you can very easily say, all right, we're swinging. We're going to pretend like we got a sword here. And that sword, maybe it went, oh, it's way too small for what I'm trying to show. You know, and you can just paint in stuff, do whatever, erase things, and oh, geez, whatever. And then I can go here, put on onion skin. I can kind of see where it is, so I see it goes from there, and obviously it came down here. You know, you just kind of follow that path. Maybe, you know, erase some of that so it's a little sharper. Right, and you kind of come down here. Maybe we'll go back to the brush, and now we'll just put a little bit there. Whoops. Normally I would be putting this on another layer, so I'm not actually playing with the model, but as a demonstration, it's fine, right? But yeah, I mean, if I put it on a new layer, I might as well show you that while I'm here. I can paint and then erase, and I can't touch this. Like for example, now if I went to, I don't know, let's bring this color over. You know, maybe we have some sort of, yeah, let's go like this. This will work. Let's go here, hold down Control, expand out. And here, hold Control and expand out a little smaller. Here, hold Control a little smaller. There we go. So now if I hit play, we have this weird kind of thing like that, right? And it's kind of nice because you can add in all sorts of effects and crazy stuff. I don't know if I have my other one still in here or not. Screaming. No, I don't think I have it active right now. But anyways, but that's kind of how you can do it, right? And now if I hit export, you know, like it has all the effects to go with it, and they just kind of come along, right? So it's really easy to start adding in all sorts of crazy stuff, right? Like that blank took like 30 seconds to kind of do. It's did no effort on it. You know, you put in maximum effort, and it's crazy. You can turn 3D models into 2D super easy. So I just want to show that real quick, and we'll talk to you guys later.